Hello everybody and welcome to Jay Smith Takes a Quick Look at Guzzlers. Arcade racing with guns, developed by Gamepires, released of May of this year. Guzzlers proves that racing games with guns are still pretty fun. So let's check out this video and kind of see what the game's all about. Okay, so I lied. It wasn't what the game is all about. Well, it kind of is. Basically, you race cars, but then you also destroy cars by shooting at them with your own weapons. Pretty cool. Kind of not like the newest idea in the whole world, but it's still... I don't know, I enjoyed these games just because they're pure, unadulterated fun. So... essentially what the game kind of throws at us is I could resume my campaign, which I've already been a part of. There's quick race, select profile, multiplayer, which there is absolutely nobody on, options, credits, and exit game. So let's go to select a profile, just because I think this is kind of a neat feature in the game. Well, I mean, not selecting the profile, but being able to create your own profile. So select Jay Smith. Oh shit, son of a bitch. I didn't want to select Jay Smith, I wanted to edit Jay Smith. So let me figure out how to do that. Probably just with the whole cursor button and with the pencil. Okay, so, profile, name is Jay Smith, nickname, fuck yeah, we could change that to Dingleberry. Driver skin, gray, purple, red, yellow, green. Like at first I was like, is that like the skin color of the guy? But no, unfortunately it's not. I'm just gonna be a blue guy. So, voiceover. In case that you want to listen to a voice over the entire time that you're racing, we can pick between none. We can have Jack, Arnold, and Duke. With Duke Nukem, pretty cool. I like him. Arcade mode, I'm not even sure quite the difference between that. But I'm gonna keep it off because why the hell not? So no, Jay Smith is my profile. I just kind of want to give you a little bit of rundown of what's in store for you. So I suppose we'll just go to resume campaign. And resume campaign, basically there's 3 different modes that you can pick from every time that you want to race. But first, before we get to that, we can check out the car shop. I put in a cheat, which unlocked pretty much everything. So I have my kind of pick of the litter of all the cars, but essentially you start out with the Defiant Regal, which is garbage car, and then you go to the next garbage car, and so on and so forth, until eventually you get the new hotness. Fortunately, I don't think I have. Yeah, I am currently 1 million. Oh, excuse me. I am. Wait. I don't know how to count. Okay, so $126,291 short of El Matador. But I do have currently this flag Stoica, I believe. Anyways, here's my car. It's kind of shitty, but I'll change the color. This light blue isn't quite fitting for my purposes right now, so maybe a nice shade of orange for my fuck yeah license plate. Hit OK. Actually, so my license plate nickname, I thought it was Dingleberry, but I'll keep it as fuck yeah. License plate color? Hey, no, go back here. Okay. Let's make that pink. Why not? Doesn't matter. Check mark. Rims. Sure. Reflection, high reflection, and green. Yeah, that matches. Cool stuff. Go back. Repair. I can customize my weapons. I don't think I have enough money for any of this shit, though. Unfortunately not, so I'm just going to keep with my machine gun. And let's just race, I guess. Continue on. So back to racing. There's classic race mode. No guns allowed, just you against the opponents, doing it up. Battle race. At a certain point during the race, that there is a kind of like a checkpoint. And after that checkpoint, like, all bets are off. Anyone is going to be able to use, the guns at a certain amount of time. And knockout is just as the game type suggests. You kind of get knocked out as you're going around the racetrack. I like to just kind of do battle race, and that's what I'm going to do here. Just kind of give you a little bit of flavor. After this race, I'm going to switch over to quick race and kind of give you a flavor of how kind of the end game of the career mode will start to look. So first, kind of starting out with slow cars, and then we'll eventually just work our way up to the massive chaos that is at the higher levels of gameplay. I'm still pretty bad at the game, but I'm having a good time with it, even though it's a little bit frustrating that nobody is online. But the single player is pretty kick-ass. In terms of, an indie game for 15 bucks, sure, you can buy, like, Blur or something, I'm sure, for just an amount, or, like, a similar amount. It's a power-up racing game featuring guns. 15 bucks? I mean, the game looks really, really good, and it's certainly well-polished. So kudos to the developer on that part. So let's see how the game kind of flies as we're going. So starting off in last place, of course. I mean, why the hell wouldn't I start in last place? I'm basically scum of the universe. So the Gas Guzzlers Championship is now underway. Currently going at like a 15 frames per second right now. I apologize for that if it looks like trash. I swear it's not my fault. It's all the recording software that's going on. But typically the game's been handling around 40 frames per second for me, which has been real nice. So just kind of plowing through everybody and everything. So I guess, I mean, that's what this game is kind of all about, trying to get to the front as fast as possible, and after that, just hope and pray that everyone behind you just kind of shits the bed and attacks each other. And I think I ran over a mine right there. So let's get into this action of actually shooting all these assholes in front of me. Why not? So how does the game handle? Not bad, not too bad, especially considering you have people shooting at you from all directions. The controls, I would say, are certainly responsive. I mean, it's not going to be... I would say it's not... It's an arcade racer, but I think it kind of wants to sort of act like a sim in a way. And so turns are not, you're not turning on a dime, but you're also kind of, I don't know, able to trudge on through this dirt, muck, grass at high speeds, and that's not going to slow you down at all. Turning isn't too bad. You don't really need the brakes. At least I found that. I generally don't. If I ease off the gas pedal or a throttle, I'm pretty much going to be able to make any kind of corner. Especially since it kind of does this like a power slide for you no matter what. So pretty much. So I'm using my 360 controller, I guess I should say as well. When I'm going through, my entire, like, if my finger is not on the throttle, it is completely off, at all points. So that's just, I'm not using my brakes pretty much at all. I'm using the throttle the whole way through there. I let go for a split second, meant to hit the wall, because I, again, am not that good. But I'm trying. I'm not too new to the genre. I've been playing racing games for a long time. My favorite series being like Project Gotham. So that kind of half sim, half arcade racing game. It's not too far. It's not out of my realm of comfort, I would say. And I have no idea what the fuck I just hit there. But I also went through that big rock. So whatever. I always you also have nitro, which I think that you gain through doing like jumps or hitting people. I haven't quite figured that out. If you use B, you have smoke, and that kind of creates like a smog kind of screen behind you. I don't know. Dingleberry came in second place. That's pretty much par for the course of how I've been doing. I've only gotten first maybe like a handful of times. I'd say most of my runs have been around, second, third, and fourth. So we will continue on, and we'll probably get one more race in, unless we do like a couple fast races. But we'll see. And so throughout your whole career, you're going to start getting up the ranks, start getting more points. Every time that you get more points, you move up. So gonna back out there, and I will go to, not multiplayer, let's see, quick race. Gonna pretty much be able to pick any track I want, pick any car, and pick any weapon I want as well. So let's start with, Desert, Durndal Poku, Australian Alps, sure, why not? And I will be this, maybe the Mustang looking guy, or actually the Subaru thing. That sounds pretty fun, and I will use this plasma cannon, because it's a pretty fucking badass weapon. Classic race, battle race, or knockout. Knockout kind of sucks because you have to do 7 laps, although it doesn't tend to last that long. I'm gonna do a short race. Let's do 2 laps. See how well this goes. And let's start this race. So qualifying for championship tournament, you need to pay an entrance fee. That's part of the career mode. You don't really have to worry too much about that. I have been enjoying quick race more than the career mode right now. Although that last race was pretty fun. I enjoy the faster cars, and so you're able to pretty much just put in a cheat and kind of be able to have access to all those just for shits and giggles. If I wanted to play this game, for a longer period of time, I'm obviously going to play through the career mode. But for quickness and just to take a quick look at the game, quick race. That's a lot of times I've said quick in one rapid succession. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to showcase the game by using that mode. So here I go. I think this Subaru looking cars should be pretty well equipped for this particular track, especially since there's snow, maybe going off-road. I have no idea if the car handles off-road any little bit better. But oh god, don't go off the track. Well, whatever. I think that's still cool. I'm in 4th place. That's to the top right of the screen. You see the position I'm in. Still waiting until I get to the... Oh god, don't hit the tree. You hit the tree. Till I get the fire zone. Here it is. So now is where... Well, check that out. That's my plasma cannon. Just knocking people the hell out. And every once in a while, Duke Nukem would just freaking talk a little bit over my car and give his little one-liners that he is oh so famous for. Okay. So, again, my basic strategy for this game, get out front as fast as possible and just do as well as you possibly can and hope and pray that everyone behind you shits the bed enough that they're all fighting each other. And that's kind of the basic premise that I had for Blur as well. If you're not familiar, Blur is a racing game. It's basically a power-up racing game, so you don't have guns to start off with. It's in the, I guess, the same vein as like a Mario Kart where you're picking up power-ups as you go. Fun games. I've had that for the Xbox. It's pretty intense how the online multiplayer is still kind of going for that game, and so you're gonna have a lot of people that just fucking kick your ass every time. But that's me going off topic, talking about a totally different game. I would like to play this game online with some people just to see how well that goes. I think I'm really kind of kicking ass right now. I'm 3 seconds ahead of the guy behind me. So my plan seemed to have worked pretty fucking well. Good job, Jay Smith. Race results. Dingleberry wins flawlessly. Guy still hasn't won, or he still hasn't even finished yet. Oh, there he is. So, yeah. 10 seconds in front of that guy in a 2-lap race. I think it's a good job for me. I'll do one more and showcase a little different of a track. Let's go to... I think we just did that Arizona one. Let's do the Circuito de Mupo? Yeah, sure, why not? And I will be the fastest car in the game, which is the El Diablo, I believe that it was called. And I'll use this rocket launcher. So 2 laps again, battle race. For the sake of time, or we could do classic mode. Let's do classic mode. Let's see how well I do without any guns. So classic race without any weapons. Risks are small, but so are the rewards. And so when you're playing career mode, although you could pick, the classic race, you're not going to get as much points as you would doing battle or the knockout. So waiting for this to load. Come on, buddy. You can do it. I have faith. I kind of like have been enjoying the music in this game, and that doesn't really happen too much for me in like racing games. I know Blur didn't have like any. I feel bad that I keep like going back to Blur, but it was like the last racing game of this type that I played. But I really have been enjoying the excuse me, the sounds and the music in this game. You know, the sounds sound right for it. The cars sound, you know, this El Diablo motherfucker sounds like, you know, it has some sort of Italian sports car engine inside of it. It's whining like a little girl, which is exactly how they sound. I'm gonna get some hate for that, I'm sure. But yeah, here's me just destroying those guys behind me, I hope. I would imagine that Quick Race will put cars in a little bit of like the same caliber. I didn't see any putt-putt cars in the beginning. I don't think I'm that good. Actually, I'm playing on medium too, so maybe I have to keep that in mind. Maybe I'll have to boost up the difficulty as I continue playing this game. I should mention, the developer did give me an extra review copy. So, what I will do is, if you have made it this far, I congratulate you. But, if you would like to win a copy, I would like you to please leave a comment in regards to your favorite car, or at least your favorite racing game. Either I will take as and accept them as a proper entry, and I'm going to put pretty much all your names in a hat, or actually I'll probably just assign all your names like different randomly generated numbers, put all those numbers in a random number generator, and pick whoever wins from that. So it's just kind of, you know, it's a free $15 game for whoever wins, and I hope you enjoy it. I know I've like, for a $15 game, looks this good, plays this nice, and handles really great. I have no complaints about this game, really. It's not, you know, a perfect game, and it's not, you know, the game with the most features in it, and only having, you know, a few select weapons to choose from. But it's still fun to keep you entertained for a few hours. If you have any friends, certainly you'll be able to check out online and be able to get your own games going on, because Lord knows you're not going to find a random one. Anyways, good game. Check it out. If you like racing games and you have $15 to spend, you know, I say check it out. It gets a thumbs up from me. Good game. Support the developer. You can find it on Greenlight. I'm going to put that link in the description, so all you Steam people who want to see this game on Steam, actually it'll help it out as well. If you liked it, just give it a thumbs up and, you know, get it up in the rankings. Anyways, that is my spiel. Leave a comment with your favorite racing game or your favorite car, and with a chance, and you'll have a chance to win this game. I'll give you a code to redeem on Desora, so keep that in mind as well if you like that platform, if you support that. That is going to be the end of this quick look. Thank you guys very much for checking out Guzzlers with me. Fun game. Leave some comments, leave some feedback, what you liked about this game, what you didn't like about this game. If you have the game, what you like and don't like about it. If you want to get in contact with me outside of YouTube, always feel free to do so on Twitter. It is jsmith_OTI. And until next time, you guys take it easy. I'll see you later.